Good morning, you lovely people. We're back. Got to be a little bit quiet because it's very, very early, just before 7 a.m. I think. So we've had an absolutely glorious week here in North Essex. It has been baking, hottest days of the year, day after day. So there's good news with that and bad news, of course. Good news is it's been lovely and we've been able to enjoy some lovely sunshine. The bad news, I guess, is that the ground, what lovely moist ground we had, has probably been baked solid. But is there a better site, or possibly other than a ploughed field, than that as a detectorist? That is a freshly mown field. This is the Ladybird field. So if you've seen any of my previous videos, this is where I found some really interesting stuff. And if I find coins on my permission, this tends to be where it comes up from. Interestingly, doing some research, and I've had this kind of in my pocket for a while, but I've been waiting to get back on this field, to be honest. This is the site of an old footpath. So if I just take you back round again, you'll probably see in the background there is the roof of a building. Well, from there, basically, there was a footpath, and I found an old 1800s map that runs straight from that building, or to the side of it, straight to where I'm standing here, and then further into our permission and the fields that are in crop. So I'm expecting really good things today. The rain is coming, that's the bad news as well. So I may only have 3 or 4 hours before it buckets down, but I'm fingers crossed that it's drizzle rather than heavy rain. So without further ado, let's get you to the next hole, or the first hole even, and I'll see you in a bit. Take care. Very first hole of the day is a little rifle round, or whatever it was, pistol round or whatever. Okay, well, we're off and running. Ooh, the ground is very solid. Very solid. This is quite a flinty, stony permission anyway, so what with the sun baking it as well, it is tough. So I had that little kind of cartridge case thing, then I had a button and another bit of scrap, and then I just had that, which I know doesn't look much, but I have a feeling it's got that grey kind of tarnish to it. That might be a tiny little bit of silver. Not sure. I'll do my little silver test a bit later on, but it's thin enough. It's, you know, it's got that kind of look like it might have come off a cane or something, but I'm not sure. So I'll check that a bit later. So that might be, only might, a tiny little bit of silver. See you in a bit. Next one, lovely signal in the 70s. Don't know. Wasn't going to bother filming it because I thought it was a bit of junk, but yeah, it's got a shape to it, isn't it? Look at it like that. It might have been just bent, and that hole is off centre, which suggests that's there for a reason. Yeah, interesting. Not sure. Okay, we'll keep moving on. Right, we might be on our first coin. So nice signal, this one. In the 50s and 60s, I think it was. Just see that poking through. I just literally just turned the clod over, look, and that's sitting out the sides. I think that's what we're looking for. Yes, it is. There we are. It's quite green, so I suspect that's farthing size. Might be something there. Let's give it a quick clean. See you in a bit. There we go. Yeah, as I thought, it's a farthing. 1917, which means
There's a George. Hello, sir. Not in the best of nick as it happens, but as I suspected, I thought I'd find coins today on this particular bit. So maybe I'm getting close to that footpath. See you in a little while. Next one is a little buckle. Well, not that little. Yeah, not sure if it's that old either. You can see that. It's kind of got like a raised arm in the middle. That's pretty cool though. Well bent. Don't think I hit it with my hand digger. Although there's a bit of metal showing. Very, very tricky to get things out of here. It's very, very hard. So dig with care. Oh, I like that. Excellent. See you in a bit. That one kind of looks familiar to me, but I'm not sure where I've seen it before. Lots of little slots along there probably. I don't know whether it's just some sort of strapping for the farm. No idea. Okay, very, very hard to dig. This ground, extremely hard. So yeah, we'll keep persevering. This one's got me stumped. A bit of a slot in the end there maybe. Hole through there. Possibly another little slot in the top there. Not a clue. I wasn't going to bother, I thought it was a button. And then obviously as I pulled it out I saw the rest of that. Any ideas? Let me know. Next one, I wasn't going to bother filming, but I just saw a little bit of design, so I thought I'd give it a quick spray. It's a button, so, you know, it's a button, but, you see that? It's a really nice pattern to it. A bit battered, obviously, but, yeah. Not complaining at that one. See you in a bit. Well, it's hard going. I'm going to stop for a coffee in a minute. Wow. Okay, so this one was in the 60s, really good signal again. And you can see just about there, a little rim poking up at us. So is it button? Is it coin? Let's find out. Nice little slot where it was. No, it feels coin-like. Let's give it a clean, see if we can see anything. Toast. Sadly. Well, it's another coin. There might be a little bit of detail on that side, but hard to say. Okay, moving on.
Do I look tired? Yeah, I'm knackered. I've only been going about an hour and a half, hour and 45 minutes. It's really hard going, but I'm persevering. I found that farthing, another blank coin, a few buttons and bits and bobs, but and a few kind of unknowns. But there you go. Just want to take a moment to say thank you to all of my wonderful subscribers, both those of you that have been with me since the start and my new followers. Thank you so much. We're in the middle of the 200 sub giveaway. As of this morning when I left, I think it was we were up to 210 or something like that sub. So amazing, completely stunned with that. So thanks again, and don't forget to look back on I think it's video 14. You'll know which one it is because it's got it on the thumbnail. 200 sub giveaway. Make sure you watch that video. Make sure you're subscribed because you can't win it unless you're subscribed. And just comment in the comments. See you in a bit. And then lastly, before I have my coffee and move on, you will have also by now seen the hammered coin, my first ever hammered coin come up. That's going on tonight, so you'll definitely have seen that by the time you watch this one. I'm still overwhelmed and thrilled by that. So again, another massive thanks to London Road Searcher. So if you don't already sub him, make sure you do, because he's a fantastic guy, very generous, very helpful actually, very supportive. So anyway, I'm gonna have my coffee. I might even have a little snack, and then I'll see you back on the next hole.
Well, I've had my coffee. I've had 3 or 4 shotgun ends, shotgun cartridge ends. And this just has come up, which looks like lead, but it's very round and it's very, very small, which is interesting. So I'm going to give that a little clean and see if there's anything there. If there is, you'll see it again in a second. Well, the first specks of rain have just arrived, so I'm hoping it will pass us by with a bit of luck. There we go. Then we're on to buckle number 2. That was hard to find. The ground is so hard that it's actually really quite difficult to pinpoint at times. But we got there. Not sure that's that old, but it's quite uniform, isn't it? But I like it. It's another buckle. See you in a bit. Next one. It's a nice little button actually. Oh, well, yeah, I'm pretty sure it's a button. It's still got whatever it was. So the shank's there, sorry, and then there's something twisting coming off it, which also almost looks like a little bit of wire. Don't know. It was up in the 70s, the signal, so I don't think it's silver. I think it's probably pewter. But yeah, I like that. Excellent. Oh dear. Can you see it? Very small, very round. However, I think it's probably going to be horsey farmy again. Let's just have a look. Yeah. Got a bob. I don't know though, it's got a bit on the... See that? It's too thick, isn't it? Surely. To be anything ring-like. Let's give it a clean. Well, it's lovely in green and it's lovely in ring-like, but it's not. I'm sure it's not. In fact, that bit on the end, which makes it look like there could be something on the top, I think is just where another bit of metal that it was attached to is snapped off. Yeah, got me going for a while, though. Right, welcome to the roundup. Filmed, I think for the first time on the same day as I actually dug it up. For good reason, because about 2 minutes after I filmed that last find, the heavens quite literally opened and it has not stopped raining all day. It's now about 6 hours after I was digging and it's still raining now, as you've probably just seen from that little video I shot from my front door a few minutes ago. A couple of reasons why I wanted to film this tonight. First one is because there's not a lot to show you, obviously, so I wanted to get this done. But some good news, actually, which I'll come on to. At the bottom row there is the kind of general bits and bobs that I found. I thought that might be part of a pot. It's not. I'm pretty sure that's shrapnel. Some sort of metal strapping, I think. This was the thing I got me going for a little while. It's not. I think that was just attached to something and that snapped off, sadly. I don't think I filmed that. That's a little brackety hook thing. This I thought might be something, but actually there was another hole appeared when I cleaned it. So I think that was probably just a hook that's gone onto a wall and that's going to come off, I think. This looks like a kind of a raw plug kind of thing. As I thought while I was out there, it's got a hole all the way through it, as you can see, plus a hole on the side. So it's obviously to fasten something. Possibly went in the wall, I don't know. This was a little lead disc. No markings on it, unfortunately, but quite interesting because it is pretty round and very small. So it might have been used for something, or it might just be scrap. Some kind of interesting, if you like, buttons, some writing and bits and bobs on them, but nothing too exciting. That was the one that I showed you. It's quite nice design, but pretty battered. This one here, I think, is also probably going to show a little bit of design on it, but I haven't got around to cleaning that properly yet. So we'll see what comes up. Had a couple of buckles. I don't think they're particularly old. That one looks kind of as if it would come off a bit of military uniform webbing or something. Don't know. That one, quite thin, quite battered. And I don't think it's overly old either, but interesting because it's not the conventional buckle that you'd expect to see with that kind of bit across the top rather than kind of in the middle. Don't know. This coin here is a farthing, was a farthing. I think we ID'd that on the field, didn't we? If it will come in and say hello. There you go. There we are. 1917. And that's George the 5th, isn't it? Yeah. Lovely. This I thought was going to be a coin. I actually think that might be a button. Don't know. That's nothing come up off there. When I can give that a clean, it's got some writing on it. Oh, come on. Come on, phone. It's not very good light. It's very dark outside. It's not even 6 p.m. yet. Yeah, not sure. It's got some writing. That might be part of a shank, I think. So perhaps it was a button. Don't know. This thing here, that was the bit I thought might be silver. I tested it. It's not. However, any day you find silver is a good day. So this is one of the finds towards the end before the rains came. It's got some sort of wire attachment to the shank. I don't know, there was something niggling at me that thought it might be silver, even though everything it was saying it wasn't. So I've just done the silver test, and lo and behold, Notch to 11 has found silver again. That is a silver button, would you believe? So that's well cool. So I'm going to give that a proper clean up and see what that comes up like. So I'm well happy with that. So we actually found silver on the field, which is brilliant. There wasn't a lot other than that to show, just a few shotgun ends. And the other reason for doing the roundup so quickly is to say a massive thank you to this fella here, Nathaniel Outdoor Adventures. So if you don't already subscribe to this fine gentleman, then you need to make sure that you do. Reason being, he's just put a video on, well, very recently. You can see me there. There I am. He's contributing a couple of really amazing coins to the giveaway, the 200 sub giveaway of mine. So thanks, Nathaniel. I'm really, really grateful. So you lucky people not only get the opportunity to win that brilliant book, the finds box and some stickers, but Nathaniel's also going to throw in a 1963 1 shilling and a 1958 Canadian silver 10 cents coin. So that's going into the giveaway prize. So make sure you visit Nathaniel and give him a subscribe if you don't already do so. But also make sure you go back to my video, which I think is number 14. Watch it, make sure you're subscribed, add that comment that you'll need to watch to get. Stick it on, and then you might just win. Well, I think we'll be doing the draw in the next week or so. So as always, thanks for stopping by. Stay cool. See you on the next one.